What's going on, everybody? This is your WOF Outlook and Discussion for January 29th, 2023. And before we get into today's video, I hope everyone is doing well, remaining positive, and is always staying blessed. Okay, you guys, we're going to start off with the Storm Prediction Center's convective outlook here. As you can see, we have a marginal risk of severe weather forecast for southeast Texas, south central Louisiana, southern Mississippi, Alabama, and parts of the western Florida panhandle, with a general risk of thunderstorms over the remainder of the south. And across this marginal risk of severe weather that the Storm Prediction Center has here, you can see that the probability for tornadoes 2% extending along the coast from Texas to Florida, as well as the wind threat encompasses the same area from southeast Texas across into the Florida's panhandle. And the hail threat is going to mainly be inside of southeast Texas and extreme southwest Louisiana. Now, what I want to do here is I want to overlay the radar over the Storm Prediction Center's convective outlook. And as you can see here, showers and thunderstorms are already ongoing across parts of the mid Mississippi, Tennessee valleys here, extending southwest to the Arklatex region, down into southeast Texas, where showers and thunderstorms are starting to break out in and around the Houston area and also the Lake Charles area. Now, as I take this off of here, I'm gonna take the radar off. I'm gonna take the convective outlook off, and I'm gonna put our dew points on here. I want to show you guys our dew points to show you how the low level moisture is starting to return here off the Gulf. Has been doing so all day yesterday and going to continue to do so into today, especially along the extreme immediate coast here, where you can see dew points are already in the 60s and even extending up into East Texas and the Arklatex regions. Low to mid 60 dew points are already there. And as we take a look at some of the temperatures across the region here, give it a second to load on here. We look at some of the temperatures across the region. You can see we generally in the low 60s here across South Louisiana, low to mid 60s here across Southeast Texas, and generally cooler to our northeast here across Alabama, Georgia, and even parts of the Florida Panhandle. Dew points are in the mid 50s here across South Louisiana, low to mid 60s here across Southeast Texas, extending up into the Arklatex region, as I just previously stated. And you can see the dew points are also starting to creep back up into parts of the Florida Panhandle, and then you can see the drier air is still here across Alabama, Georgia, and the Carolinas with 20-degree dew points. Now, as I take the dew points and the temperatures off here, and we go look at the high resolution model to see the timing of this system. I'm gonna let it load real quick. Load real quick. All right, load for me. All right, here's the high resolution model, and as you can see throughout the day here, from basically right now, 4 this morning until midnight tonight, you can see how as this system moves within the southwest flow here, and the cold front that's coming down from the northwest interacts with this system, you can see showers and thunderstorms are going to be ongoing throughout the entire morning and afternoon hours here, mainly north of the New Orleans area. As I pause this and we take a look here, you can see 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in the morning, showers and thunderstorms already ongoing and developing across parts of southeast Texas, central Louisiana, central Mississippi. Embedded, isolated, severe storms could be ongoing as well in this area at this time. And as we move along, 12, 1, 2 o'clock, you can see the heavy, intense rain falling here just north of the Houston area across southeast Texas, extending into parts of southwest central Louisiana, Mississippi, and now starting to get into parts of Alabama at this time around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, with it mainly being dry here across southeast Louisiana, south of Lake Pontchartrain. And as we move this further along into time 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock here, the remainder of the afternoon into the evening hours, you can see the boundary starts to shift to the south here and starts to impact the South Shore around 7, 8 o'clock. But it looks like a lot of the heavy rain will have already moved on off to our east here across Alabama, southern Georgia. But we will have some spotty showers and thunderstorms still possible across parts of the South Shore of Lake Pontchartrain, with the heaviest rain looks to still be across Mississippi here. And as we go towards the midnight hours, you can see showers and thunderstorms will still be possible here across parts of Louisiana and Mississippi and all of the south here. But it looks like the heaviest rain will stay to the north of the New Orleans area as of now. And we can also see that by looking at the total precipitation here. You can see the band looks to set up here just north of the Houston area, extending across southwest central Louisiana, southern Mississippi, on into southern Georgia here, where 2 to 5 inches is possible. And right up in this area of a bullseye here between extreme southeast Texas into parts of south central Louisiana, there could be isolated amounts of 5 to up to possibly 7 inches here. So, everyone, please be on the lookout to see where this actual band sets up and drops all this heavy and intense rain. Flooding will be a concern as well wherever this band does set up. I am sure that localized flooding will be an issue. And as I clear this off, you guys, and we're going to clear the paintbrush. All right, finish with that. Oh, no settings, excuse me, you guys. We're going to clear the paintbrush off here. All right, now what we're going to do, I want to look at the GFS to show you guys that after this event here, we're going to still be in a very active pattern going into next week, as the Southwest Jet is going to be quite active here. So I'm going to take it out from midnight Monday to about midnight. Let's see, is that Wednesday or Thursday? It's probably going to be midnight, around midnight Thursday. Let me check the date on here. Yeah, it'll be midnight Thursday here. And as I let this load, all right, you guys, we're going to give it a second to start the load here. And as you can see, we're going to have the southwest flow is going to be very active for the upcoming week. And there's going to be rounds of rain as several disturbances move along this move within this southwest flow, tapping into the low level moisture in the Gulf of Mexico. So it's just all about the timing and where I'm sorry, we could never really pinpoint where these actual disturbances is going to set up and track across. That's why it's always good to stay up to date on it day by day and not try to forecast these disturbances out like this, because it could show the disturbance far up north near the Dallas area, and in reality that disturbance comes further down south along the Houston and possibly our area, New Orleans, and give us heavy rain and storms. So that's just something I wanted to mention. And also, let me make sure I'm covering everything. You guys could stay up to date in my community section. I'm going to be posting regularly there. Be very active in that section, especially when severe weather really threatens the southeast Louisiana, New Orleans area, southern Mississippi. The community section is going to be very active during that time, you guys. So that's going to be it for this video, you guys. Let me pause this, clear this out. And I want to go back briefly real quick to show you guys the outlook one more time here. The marginal risk of severe weather across southeast Texas, south central Louisiana on over towards the Florida Panhandle. Damaging winds, tornadoes, your main primary threat. Hail is going to be the main primary threat in East Texas, is where they have to really worry about the hail. So that's going to be it for this video, you guys. I'm going to be keeping updates in my community section throughout today. If there's any type of severe alerts here south of Lake Pontchartrain here or in the immediate New Orleans area, updates will be in the community section. So please remember to stay up to date in that section. Check it periodically on a regular. Keep yourself weather aware. And again, that's going to be it for this one. You guys be safe, be careful, and I will talk to you in the next one.